In this video, we're going to go about creating a report for our tutoring center database that's going to show the number of students of each gender that had a tutoring session in a certain date range. I've already written an HTML form to get the dates. So genderreport.html is going to allow the user to enter a start and end date and then click the submit button. So it looks something like this. Enter report start date, and there's date, enter report end date, there's date, and then we'll click the generate report button. So once the submit button is clicked on the form, what should happen? Well, we need to communicate with the database, write a select statement that gets the information we want to see, and then use PHP to generate a table to output those results. And so just thinking generally about what it should look like, we should see in our results something that looks like gender, male, female, and then number of students, and however many there are. And the things that need to be counted here, we need to filter on the dates that are provided in the form, and also we only want to see students that had tutoring sessions. So this is what we want to write a SQL query to capture. And therefore, if we just start writing it, we want to select gender and the count of everyone from gender. Well, let's take a look at our database. We'll look at the student table first. Gender is stored in the student table, so we certainly need to select from student. And we're counting a certain number that's filtered on dates and tutoring sessions. So we're going to need to also be including information from tutoring session. And so here are the available columns there. The date that we're going to filter on is right here in tutoring session. And the student IDs that we need to match to join to the student table are right here. So I want to select gender and count how many from student and tutoring session, where with multiple tables we need to join. So student.studentID better be equal to tutoring session.studentID. This implicit join structure will make it an inner join by default, which is what we want. We only want to see the students that have tutoring sessions. So we only want to see the students that are listed in both tables. We want an inner join to happen here. All that's left really is to filter on our dates. Now, of course, we need to identify where gender comes from. That comes from student. But we need to filter on our date. So our date of session, so tutoring session dot date of session, must be between our start and our end dates. And our start and end will be given by PHP variables that come from the form that is submitted. So here is our SQL statement. We want to select gender and count. Those are the two columns that we want to see from these two tables. Gender lives in student, and our ability to filter on dates and whether or not the student signed up for a session come from the tutoring session table. We need to join those two tables, an inner join, either an explicit or an implicit join here. I'm using an implicit join. We need to filter on the date. And the final thing we need to do is worry about our aggregate function. So we do need to group by gender in order to have our counts for male and female be separate. We want to group the counts by the gender values. And I will call this number of students. This is the SQL statement we need to submit to the database. In the next video, we will actually write the PHP that submits this to the database and processes the form.